Laos. We've got Iluso Esports from Vietnam, NUS Esports from Singapore, Sri Patum University, Thailand as well. So those are the international teams. And you can just imagine the pressure they're going through. Not only do they have to focus on their studies, but they got to focus on this competition as well. You know, and a lot is on the line. The prize pool is about 100,000 yuan. That's, if you're in Malaysia, if you're watching, that's about 58,000 ringgit. You know, first place getting 23,000. That's a decent chunk of money for a university student. Let's be honest.
It's a decent chunk indeed. If you especially get up into, really get into the main event, especially. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people vying for that, because there's not only these 7 international teams that are fighting for this. You also got 16 teams from all across China, from the Eastern and the Western divisions, also playing in their own qualifiers. So who knows who we're going to be able to see once we get to that main event. So we're going to be about a minute away from getting to our game here. It's going to be a best of 3 amongst these guys. It's really pretty much we're going from 8 teams down to 4. This is like the second half of the bracket, as it were, here. So 2 of the teams that we're going to be having on the plate here, as it were, are particularly going to be the 2 teams from Brunei and Thailand. That's right. So you mentioned the ESB Warriors as well as Sri Patum University. They're both going to be facing off against each other here today, but only one is going to come out on top.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a best of 3. We're going to see how it goes. We got to make sure we head into the agent select very much soon. But these guys, you know, they're both of these 2 teams, their main game when it comes to their university is Valorant. So we know Thailand for a fact is very strong in terms of firepower. In the scene, pretty much for Brunei, we don't really see them that much. So I'm excited to see what kind of firepower they can bring out. And we'll see how it goes, I guess. But this already, Agent Select Lotus, going to be coming up as our first map.
Yep, and I've got information here as well that ESB is going to be playing as the attackers for this round, whereas SPU is in Sri Patum University. They're going to be defending in the start of this one here, and already we've got some lock-ins here.
Yeah, very, very fun map, I would say. This is one of the go-to maps, especially for aggressive teams, and we know for a fact that these teams can be very, very aggressive, especially SPU from Thailand. Aggressive, fast-paced style, they focus on like rapid executions and fast sight hits. A lot of dynamic kind of play, but very, very they have a very high skill ceilings basically. So we're gonna see a lot of action, you know, some Paper Rex kind of stuff. But you can see already picking up Neon, picking up Raze, super fast-paced characters.
Yeah, we also got the Fade as well. I mean, locked in on both sides. So we got the Chamber actually locked in here for the side of ESB under attack here. They both got the Neons as well as the Omens. So pretty even Stevens considering. We'll see how it goes once we actually hit the deck. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our first of many rounds to go here. The best of 3 here, starting with this Lotus round. And everybody is now just raring to go.
Definitely already ESB here, team from Brunei that, you know, we don't necessarily see a lot of Brunei gaming. So I'm really excited to see what they have to offer in this game, in this best of 3, and I'm hoping that they can definitely you know, win my heart over, because for a fact Thailand is just extremely strong. Over the years, ever since we've casted together, you know, these 6-7 years, it's still the same. Thailand firepower is strong. Thailand kill, you know.
Super competitive region, isn't it? So here we go. Starting things off right now. Bubble's already spotting the entryway coming in from towards Seaside. It's going to be quite a bit of a stack. They're still kind of feeling things out at the moment. I mean, again, we still have no idea, especially the teams have no idea what to expect right now. So things already opening up here. Kia is going to be moving forward with the Neon. Still a pistol round right now, so really it's the first one to land those hits. It's going to be able to set the tempo for a Bubbles, holding steady right behind. Smoke here from Omen. Oh, couple of
good shots
already come out. A lot of damage already done. Let's see whether or not they're going to push the advantage. Back off a little bit. They realize that it's quite heavily defended, that C site. So they're going to be reorganizing right now back at spawn.
Yeah, I like this from Brad. You know, when the rest of the team is making noise towards that C site, Brad is kind of taking space up towards A. They pull the rotations towards C, and you can see already execution is going to be coming. But what they don't realize is is Honor towards that site. He's pulled out the paint He's managed to get a kill as well. Can they hold down this site? Lots of utilities being used, and Rizzy does hit the aftershock as well. Insane plays. Shots left, right, and center as ESB, they've won out this site. They've got the plant down as well. 2-on-3 situation.
Very good start here. Bubbles is going to try to pick up some scraps, but no, he gets taken down immediately. They do come back in with magic. Getting one in trade, but I know 2 versus 1. No way he's going to be able to survive that. And that is it. ESB picks up that first round, an all-important one, especially when you're on the attacking side.
Yeah, very well played there by ESB. When it came down to that 2v1 situation, both Seer and Mojo, they kind of just stuck together and played the numbers game. But initially, that was a disgusting shot there from Zihana to be able to get that first pick.
Yeah, and especially getting on the chamber, who was like wasn't really not involved. I was kind of expecting the other teammate to actually to kick the bucket there, but no, chamber just unfortunately wrong place, wrong time. So Bubbles again keeping an eye out, seeing the neon poke right through there. So might just be another setup here, but again, still quite well defended. Ziha already having the double barrel here, just waiting for someone to just peek up past that wall there. Here in a moment. Oh, he spots the fade. Tries to go for the shot. Oh, but Piao's actually the one pick it up. Now he picks up the second one to Omen. Good shot all around. That kind of opened things up now. But are ESB going to try to take the advantage here? And of course, a rotation now towards B side. One-on-one there. The chamber finally draws blood against Chang'e. That really, really opens up the field here. And unfortunately, with only 2 members left here on SPU side, and now down to 1, and I think it's not going to be long for now.
Oh,
but no! Bubbles does somehow win that one out. Can he hold on longer against a Pia? No! Pia will get the final kill anyway here. So that's 2 rounds in a row here for ESB.
Yeah, incredibly well played from ESB. You know, the way that they knew for a fact SPU was on an eco buy. They knew there was going to be sheriffs or Buckies around the corner. They just have to be very, very careful, and they played it so smart. They found picks across the map, thinned down the numbers, and eventually was just able to win it out because they had the better weapons. And now, ESB on a bonus round, SPU, they've got guns out, rifles all across the board. We'll see whether or not they can pull through and get their first round here.
Yeah, it was a cheap round, all considered here for ESB, but now SPU is going to have the proper guns. Very aggressive right out. They're both ready. Rat is already taken down. Chang'e is going to try to pressure them while the rest of the ESB is now pushing onto C side. There's only 1 member here. Bubbles trying to hold the fort, but not much he can do. Yep, rotation's going to be coming in from the backside here, but they actually end up catching Bubbles right now. This could not bode well, but still just holding inside. Bubbles does get the kill. Ooh, gets traded out immediately though, but the push does come in onto C immediately, taking the site here away from the hands of Rizzy. Now he's left all alone here. Getting a gun. Pops around in the smoke, gets a kill, but does not get the second one.
Incredible round there by SPU. Just getting incredibly aggressive towards that A site. They've got the information that even getting that initial pick towards that A main position. I like the fact that Bubbles was playing it very safe. You know, he was the solo player towards C. All he had to do was kind of just fall back, wait for the rest of the team to come in. And while he's waiting for the team, he was even able to get a pick there on towards Pia, if I'm not mistaken. So just super disciplined, great defense there coming in from SPU, but at the same time, you know, that push and pull, the aggression from the side of SPU, that's exactly what they're known for. So ESB, they definitely need to watch out for that in the future. Again, they want to get aggressive.
Yeah, want to get aggressive, back it all up against C once more, and Bubbles is still going to be the only one holding the fort for now. So it's going to be a repeat of last round, or will it be? I don't see any major rotations. The Fate is going to have to come the long way, while the Omen is already on its way here to try to back up Bubbles. Oh, good kill there.
Okay, Bubbles can see.
Taking C already. Bubbles still has to back up, but then this time he's going to have the backup of all of his team now to rush in together. Can they get the retake done? Oh, getting bad stun right now, and unfortunately, Arid with a triple! Big one here from the Omen. SPU now has the advantage to have control here. They will be able to get the defuse done and finally even the score between the 2 of them.
Yeah, clapping back 2 in a row there for SPU. Insane stuff again, taking full control of A main. I like the fact that Chagi, you know, instead of getting that early rotation, he had the information that earlier in the round, we had Brat on that chamber get aggressive towards that rubble position. He instantly TP'd back towards spawn. So Chagi had the information that, okay, there's a possibility that Brat is going to come and lurk towards this B site. And he was able to get that kill on him and kind of just control the rest of the map. Every time ESB, they take C site. Yes, that's the right play. But they kind of have to get a little bit more aggressive to gain a little bit more map control. Otherwise, they're just kind of cramped on that C site while getting sandwiched from 3-4 different angles.
Yeah, so now they're going to try to go out the gate. Not being aggressive this time. This time, going to try to feel it out. So we did get highlighted that ESB tends to prefer the more tactically advantages, the more defensive kind of positions. So them going on attack first. I mean, again, you don't want to lose initiative anyway, right? But I fear right now, if they dilly-dally a little bit too long, might actually hand a bit more advantage here. SPU, who does have the economic advantage, mind you, so they are on the back foot as of now. Bubbles already in position. Oh, but he's the first one to get taken down. Magic is going to try to hold here, but unfortunately gets blocked out, completely blinded. The blindsided completely, could not do anything to trade here. So good start so far for ESB. Lance is already down here onto C, forcing the rotations come up, but watch out for the chamber. He's coming around the backside here. He's going to try to rush into B instead. Should catch a couple of people off guard, but can SPU get the retake done? Coming in here, Rizzy gets caught out. Ooh, Ultimate's coming out here. Fortunately, the trades do come through, and it looks like SPU does take a lot of damage, but they do take control of the site. Slow now down to a 2v1. ESB, will make it a 1v1 now, but the fate is very low. Magic's only one tap away from getting taken out, but no, she clutches it instead.
What a whiff there coming in. Do they have enough time? We had plenty of time there. A clutch indeed, a 2v1 situation. I'm surprised that SPU, they were aware that Brat was kind of flanking towards that from that B site. Instantly getting that kill there on towards him, but what a strong execution. Just this retake was just a little bit too much. The shots from Magic, hey man, it's in his name. He's got the magic in his fingers, and he is just making it work. Currently 5-2.
Yeah, the magician at work right now. Wow, that's a clutch if I've ever seen one there. So now ESB still on the back foot here. What are they going to do? Now they're going to try to change things up a little bit, stacking a little bit more towards A side. I want to try to take a little bit more of that map space. It looks, but look, SPU is already trying to go for the counter push right now, and the Magic already picked up that first kill. That's already the backline completely devastated. Now ESB getting themselves surrounded on all sides. They have to commit for this A push right now. Can they actually make it through? Bubbles still holding the fort here at A. He's in a very familiar position that he is in right now. A 2v1 at this point. His teammates are still hanging around the outside, waiting for some information. Bubbles does not get the trade. He gets taken down instead. So now A side right for the taking. Spike will be planted here, but already SPU is not going to let them get any breathing room. Double kill there from Seer. Now it's a 1v2. This time ESB with the advantage, but not a lot of help on their side. Fate still pulls on Magic here, but Mojo gets caught. A little bit, not enough though to take him down. Oh, this is a real game of cat and mouse here. 1 versus 1. ESB with the disadvantage. Magic has plenty of health. Wants to, can try to charge around, but no, gets a tap instead.
Magic need you. Another 2 versus 1 clutch. Back to back. Just incredible plays here by this man, putting the team on his back to win these important rounds. But not a bad round though for ESB. You know, they managed to get the spike down. They were able to, and it was an eco for them. They just brought up like a half buy, a couple of sheriffs here and there, a scout. And at the start of that round, you know, SPU, they managed to pick up 2 kills towards that B site, towards that C site as well. So it was a number, they had the numbers advantage there for SPU, but ESB was kind of able to equalize it, to bring it down to a 2 versus 1, especially with Seer's triple kill from Rubble. So they definitely can make it work.
We'll see. We'll see what they will try to do. Still a very aggressive positioning coming up for SPU here. They know that they have ESB against the wall here. Can they actually push in for that advantage? No, Changi just eliminates them from that right-hand flank, forcing ESB now to commit to a C side push, but they have to watch out for the flanks coming in from behind. Goes in aggressively. Bubbles. Those are there right in position here, waiting for the team to try to do something, but no, Bubbles gets taken out immediately. That up a little bit now for ESB. Can they rush away here before SPU gets in position? Looks like they do. but they do not get control of the spike here.
The spike is in the C Hall's position. Fade is holding on to it, and they're thinking whether or not they should rotate towards that B site. But right now they've got about 50 seconds left on towards the clock. They want to re-execute back on towards the C site, and Magic is here. Can Magic do his thing? Good for one. Looking for more as he's by himself.
Oh,
a little bit of assistance towards Mound, but Rizzy will be able to pick him up. Good shots here so far, and Rizzy with the second, using the flashpoint as well to his advantage. 30 seconds left onto the clock, and Z gets the kill, gets the wall bang here, and denies the plant from the side of ESB. A 1v2 here for the ESB side.
Yeah, oh boy. Now it's just down to Rizzy, but Artit will be able to get the kill here. So SPU still extends their advantage here. It looked very touch and go there. I'm not gonna lie, but SPU still somehow stuck the landing though.
I think this first pick here from Magic, very, very crucial to take down Kia. But it was a nice trade there coming in from Rizzy, being able to pick up 2 kills. The way he uses his flashes just perfectly, and that's the kind of thing ESB, when it comes to the utility usage, when it comes to the executions, they always manage to make their way on towards site, use their utilities wisely. But when it comes down to the aim, you know, at the end of the day, you gotta be able to hit your shots, and right now ESB are not hitting the crucial ones at all.
Who'd have thunk that in the first-person shooter, you need to be able to shoot.
Oh yeah.
So a timeout has been called out here. It's going to give a little bit of breathing room here for ESB to try to refigure how they wanted to try to take this approach. They do have quite a bit of cash to work with here, or do they actually do? We'll have to see. But as of right now, SPU is also feeling very, very good about the chances so far. I mean, that's already twice now. I mean, Magic with a double clutch was brilliant in the first place, but I think like SPU's the way they've been able to close out these rounds has been nothing short of brilliant. It's practically stalled the momentum here from ESB, so they know they need to try to get a different game plan. What do you think might be that key here, though?
I think for ESB, they kind of just have to wait it out. You know, for the past 7 rounds. It's been 7 rounds. For the past 7 of it, maybe 3 or 4 of those rounds, SPU has been just getting extremely aggressive and taking map control that they shouldn't have possession over. So ESB, they gotta stop dying early. You know, they kind of have to wait the first 10-15 seconds, hold it out, see whether or not SPU gets aggressive, see whether or not they can pick up a kill towards either side of these maps, and kind of just take advantage of that. Once you get the numbers advantage, you stick together as a team, and you choose which of these sites you want to kind of execute towards. But that's the thing. Every time SPU, they've gotten aggressive. If it's not that towards A, if they don't push A, they're pushing C. You know, it always, every time ESB, when it comes to those post-plant situations, they've got to worry about 3 angles. And I think that's just kind of biting them in the butt, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, they did choose to go and attack, though, so they do have to have a formula, or rather a plan going to this here. So let's hope they will be able to execute it well. Here we go. Another round in the wings now. Bit of probing going on here. SPU in a very aggressive position here to try to push it out. Changi is going to try to lead the counter push here. Doesn't quite pick out anyone yet, but they do know they have control over B and C site so far. AESB playing very safe for now, sticking close to that spawn, not really revealing too much information to SPU, leaving them actually scrambling back to rotate around A. They probably anticipated a push on the other side there, but that doesn't seem to have come to pass. ESB, just like you said, they're just going to try to wait it out a little bit, let the time pressure start to build on the SPU side.
Yeah, definitely, because we know for a fact SPU, they like to get aggressive. They like to have some sort of trap play towards either that A side or that B side of the map. And ESB have not given them anything. SPU now is just running across the map trying to figure out what's going on, while ESB can just kind of execute on towards his A site with ease. There are some Cypher trips there that they've got to be careful of. The rest of the team will be coming in for the rotation, but this is actually a fake. You can see the bomb in the hands of Fade making his way towards that C site. Neon is there. Will he be able to get the kill? Changi, he's been very incredible at the start of that round. They do manage to fake it out, and they do manage to get the spike down.
Okay, spike down, but they don't take out the Neon though, so that still leaves a lot of manpower on the side of SPU. So they are already set up for the retake, trying to get that first kill. Oh, but it's going to be a trade 1-for-1. Now things have opened up. SPU is now flooding into the site here. Holding position here. ESP just watching those corners, waiting for someone's hit to just pop around the corner. Seer does not quite get it done there, unfortunately. Magic getting the kill as well as the raise. See whether or not the chamber will be able to get a good shot there. No, does not quite get it. Tries it one more time. Still stuck in there. And unfortunately,
shot.
pays for it there. Triple kill here from Magic. And again, carrying SPU to another round victory.
What a retake. You see the way that they kind of just regrouped together in towards Waterfall, in towards that Sea Hall position, and bursted out as a team. 3-4 players coming in for that retake and instantly just trading each other back and forth until it was down to a 2v1 situation. And that's the kind of retakes that they do. You know, stick together, go in, use the numbers advantage, and just pure firepower here. So incredible stuff. ESP, yes, very smart when it came to that fake A, plant C, but it's those retakes that they've got to be very careful about.
Yeah, you can launch it off the pad, but you need to stick the landing though. And then Fear not taking Chungy very early on there might have proved to be a bit of a situation. Oh, big situation though. ESP picking off many members of SPU. This is huge now. ESP having practically control over the right-hand side of the map. And SPU down to only the Cypher and the Omen. It's not much ground to cover. The Cypher still has the traps around A, so he will know if the rotation comes there. But I think ESP is still spying that C side.
Crucial shot missed.
Crucial kill there.
That's the thing we saw earlier. We saw ESP make some noise towards A and instantly... Oh, what the heck?
Another one.
Okay, through the smoke. Headshot as well.
Okay, this is actually getting interesting.
Might be able to hold it down because look at where the Cypher is playing. Very close towards C as well. So if they do decide to hit the C site, at least it is going to be a 2-on-3 situation. Paranoia comes out.
Done.
Can he make it work? Gets the TP in perfect position, but Pia takes down Bubbles, and Rizzy will be able to take on R towards the C site. So very close round. They managed to pull through.
Yeah, it still was very close, but and it's still great opening there by ESB in either case there to really finally put SPU's momentum to an absolute halt there. Really carried that actually. Got that kill just right in the nick of time. And if not, well, that could have been gotten really bad, but it's great to see that even though Magic got taken out quite early on, Ahit was still able to come in and that Omen get the kill. Oh, a bit of big movement coming on here. They're really trying to pressure this side here under the A, but then the rotations coming in from SPU to try to back up the Omen.
Wow, they're winning out these fights. Beautiful flash as well coming in from the breach. Insane plays here, and they have won it out against the aggression towards the A site. All of a sudden it's a 1v4, and I think, you know, SPU, they've just got to go for a save here.
Yeah, they've definitely got the luxury of doing that, being 3 rounds ahead, so they could afford to let ESP this one. And Omen, crucially, still has his ult. Also, still another out there as well onto the breach. So definitely not a prime position here. Bubbles is just going to hold that position there. There's nothing you can do about the spike for now. It's just going to let this one go. Yeah, but
time again, ESP, you know, they've been faltering. They've been falling to the hands of the aggression of SPU. This time around, you know, they can't just be rinsing and repeat the same strategy. ESP will definitely use their brains and adapt to it. That's what they did. They sent out flashpoints to kind of just stop these players from getting too aggressive. They sent out the scan as well. They spotted out Changi very early, getting aggressive, trying to spam him through the smoke. Paranoia was sent out as well. Lots of utility was used to take control of Rubble, but it all worked out for the ESP side.
I was almost worried there that like the chamber might spot that one out, but very well hidden was Bubbles, so very well played there. So at the very least, cut your losses, you know, you just give them that round. You still are 2 rounds ahead, still got plenty of economy to work with here, or at least some economy to work with. They are going on a bit of an eco here on the SPU side, to be fair. So this, well, they have to play it right here, because otherwise, if they do hand ESP the initiative once more, then we could be seeing a bit of a long match ahead.
Yeah, definitely. It was looking very well played by SPU. They looked like they were going to run away with it, but all of a sudden, ESP, they've won 2 rounds in a row. They kind of make things a little bit more even. Steven and Seer will be able to take on Changi Very, very cheeky play there. Had the shotgun in his hands. He wanted to get the cheeky kill from that tree position, but just did not work out. And ESB, I feel like they've kind of shaken SPU up, you know, especially after that previous round. SPU looking a little bit less confident. Well, that might also be because of the weapons that they've got in their hands, but still, want to get aggressive. You want to be able to hit your shots as well. And it looks like ESB making their way to this C site.
Yep, slowly, surely making their way in. One man down here for SPU, but that's not going to keep them away here. Getting set up for the retake. They're just going to allow ESB to walk right in. Now here we go. There's still a couple of outs here to play here on the side of ESB. Are they going to use it to counter here to try to take out the fade? But no, Pia does get one. Magic does get the trade. Rizzy and Mojo already picking up kills here. The SPU leaving only the Omen left here. Rizzy still holds on to the Breach ultimates. But they don't need to use that at all. Seer does get the kill onto his counterpart on the other side there, allowing ESB to take another round out. So, well, I mean, outgunned, outnumbered. It's really not much, I think, that SPU could do from that point.
Yeah, very, very well played there. Seer coming in very late from that B site, getting that flank on towards the rest of the squad. But finally, this is the last round of the half now. We're gonna have to see whether or not SPU can pick up 7th, or will it be even Stevens here in this first half. But so far, very well played here from ESPU for the last couple of rounds. They've just been making it work. And again, SPU going back to their bread and butter, getting aggressive towards this A site, seeing whether or not they can find an early pick, but it just does not work out. They don't commit. And the rest of the squad, Nightfall actually going to be used on towards the C site. They want to get aggressive. They want to make their way in already.
Pushing in hard. Bubbles gets one there, gets traded out almost immediately as the rest of C site gets taken here by ESB. Spike is already in position, ready to be planted. SPU trying to get themselves in position now for the retake. Yeah, holding the nice corner there, but very crucial now. This is a make it or break it moment now for SPU. Can they break the momentum? Sierra already getting one kill. Another as well. Can he get a third one? No, quite, not quite. Only 2 will be the best he could do, making it 2v2 right now. Rizzy still holding the backline. Brad does get one with the chamber. Can he get another one in the chamber as well? That's a hit. Comes around the corner. Gets shot out on both sides. Rizzy picks it up.
Very, very strong positioning here from ESB. They still had Rizzy available as well, so if anything, you know, the Aftershock's going to be coming in, fault line as well. His flashes were there to assist the rest of his squad. Decent hold there by Bubbles, but the position that he's in, you know, it's a one and done position, especially since Pia was coming in from the trade. They took control of B, they wrapped up. Oh, but Seer, I mean, just look at the shots he had, picking up a double to kind of hold things down. So Magic, they've got him on the SPU side, but Seer is just going lights out with 18 kills on ESB. They're down. They were down, but they weren't out just yet. They've managed to even things out. Sides have been swapped in ESB now on the defensive side. What can SPU do? They're very aggressive on the defensive side. Now they are on the attacking side. This should be easy game, easy life here for them. We'll see how they handle it.
See how they handle it indeed. The ESB, though, they are pushing out. They will be able to get themselves, well, not quite. Will not be able to get themselves in that position. SPU in the moment now having control of the site C. Very early on. Already skills coming out here, trying to feel things out.
They don't know Mojo.
No kills. They don't know it's there.
Oh,
but no,
my word.
He still gets traded out anyway. So, unfortunately, ESB now down a man. Well, SPU still has control. At least for now, the aggression working out well. Pia now just unabated by those mines. Still trying to push away True. Gets taken down right at the door. Magic with a double once more. Holding ESB down to only 1 breach. Now is he going to try to peek out? He's trying to at least get something out of this here, or he's going to call it. Well, he's going to come around the corner. Does get at least one kill. Doesn't get a second, but still, that will be another round here for SPU. So luckily for them, while ESB picked up the momentum towards the end of the last half, they will not have momentum in this first couple of rounds.
Definitely not. ESB, they were able to win out the pistol and the eco after that as well in that first half. This time around, SPU, they've won a pistol of their own. That should be able to guarantee them at least this second round here of this second half. We'll see how they manage and how they make this work, but very, very strong from SPU. You know, they got, I think it was I forgot the Neon's name, but we had Neon just getting super aggressive, running left, right, and center. Good frag there coming in from Magic. Takes down Brat. But do they expect Pia to be here? Bucky in his hand, come up, but he will get traded out. Oh man, they're basically just trying to get as many kills as they can, just do as much damage to the economy of SPU.
Yeah, at the very least, you know, just leave them short-handed right now with them trying to make the rotate to A. There's only the Fade to try to hold things out right now, but will SPU commit to a big one? Yeah, well, they will, especially with the opening kill from Arit. Now A is right for the taking. The remaining two survivors of ESB now quickly rotating through spawn to try to set themselves up, but they know they are outnumbered 2-1, or rather, sorry, 4-2. I mean, it's practically a 2-1, 2-1, isn't it?
Sir. The ratio was correct.
Well, here he goes. Haha, Wu peeks out early, sees the breach right on the doorstep, so they know that's pretty much where they're going to try to set things up. But go aggressively, push it. True, no, does not get the kill. Magic still gets the trade at least, but
Magic is back though.
Yeah,
he's kind of fired up right now. He was a little bit slow in the second half of that first half. That sounds like a weird thing to say, but you know what I mean. In the later stages of that first half, he was kind of slowing down. He was a bit slow, but now, as soon as he got onto the attacking side, you know, he's just warmed up. He's ready, and he is just hitting his shots once again. So SPU, the big carry, the main man, the Magic Man is alive and kicking. They've picked up 2 rounds in a row, as they should. This is now their bonus round. And rifles are going to be all across the board here for the ESB side. They've got a single judge in the hands of Pia, in the hands of that Neon, which is going to be very, very dangerous to deal with. You know, when you've got a Neon sliding across the map with a judge in their hands, it's tough to deal with. But that's the thing. Pia has to get up close and personal.
And one thing as well is like the Raze is just 1 point away from getting her ultimate, so I mean SPU could have a lot of reasons right now to continue to be aggressive, but holding back a little bit right now. I think they want to see what ESB is going to try to do now that they've got a little bit more firepower on their side. So still trying to feel it out. The Omen's getting a little bit dangerously close, but Charlie is going to charge right in. Rizzy does not get a spray! No! Not like this!
No way!
Changi's going to be able to get out of this scot-free!
Oh my word. They just in towards B, opened up the door, got 2 free picks at C as well. But a big whiff there from the breach, from Rizzy, if I'm not mistaken, just hiding behind that box. Didn't expect the second player at all, but the reactions was just too quick. And while all that was happening, Bubbles was able to pick up Brat as well on that A site, rotating his way towards the C. So, dang, just like that, they went out the bonus round and they've upgraded themselves to better weapons. ESB, they want to get aggressive. They want to pull up the strat that SPU has tried to get aggressive towards main.
He's going to find him in a lot of trouble once he do so. Yeah, gets taken down immediately by the Neon counterpart. They know that they've got that door completely locked out here for SPU. Now, okay, at least a trade coming in here. Good shot there from Brat. At least even to odds somewhat, but still momentum is on SPU's side. They are going to try to rotate around. Brad's going to try to go for the shots. Does not land a hit. Fortunately, will have to concede the site right now. ESB will be rotating in here, especially from spawn site. So they are setting up the pincer. Can they actually capture it in the claw, though? Watch out for that Omen. He's rolling along.
Massive.
No, he's getting taken down. Good one there. ESB now getting that control back. Magic still gets a trade, though, at least. But wow, Magic still getting another one as well. He's evening it out a lot here. Changi goes up, goes for another spray, gets a double. A triple even.
What a play there, but I gotta point out Magic. You know, initially I was kind of holding that mountain position. He gets taken out. Magic went for the swing, got the trade, turns around, sends the Nightfall, and gets the second. So not only does he get kills for himself, but he also sets up his team with the Nightfall. Just incredible stuff. 22-7 right now. Magic. Wow.
We're witnessing the best from the universities of of Thailand, as well as the universities and the Polytechnic from Brunei. It's a combination of two different institutions on the side of ESB. They certainly need a good combination right now, as they are far behind. Big hit there onto Changi. They're trying to slow down a bit. Double showstopper, getting it there. Done onto Rizzy.
Bubbles gets a kill on towards Brat towards that A site as well, so they've got free reign on towards that A site.
Well, not so much here for Changi, unfortunately. Been picked off by Mojo, so they do not have the middle, but they do have this A site. At least is in their favor, as well as the numbers. It's a numbers game after all here. Let's see whether or not Ziha will get another one there. No, I really want to steal the kill. No, not much. Not much I could do. Zihaha with a triple there, but the opener, that was exactly what SBU needed there. And still, as well, Zihaha putting in the final nail in the coffin, it looks like. Big lead right now for SBU. It's not even a single round from ESB on the defensive side.
Yeah,
it's just looking really dire right now, especially when you look at the economy. They're going to have to save some money for this round here. Only a rifle in Rizzy's hands, pistols for the other. Not looking good.
Not at all. I mean, ESB, they had the right idea. You know, they opened up that rotating door towards C mound, and they wanted to pinch SPU towards that B site. But they just did not expect Zihaha to pull out the showstopper and pick up 2 kills. Just insane stuff. Great usage on that ultimate for sure. You know, being able to pick up 2, and instantly they don't just execute their way on towards that B site. Who knows how many players are kind of waiting around the corners. They waited. Brat got taken out by Bubbles, and they just rotated their way towards A site. So for free real estate. So just very, very smart, aggressive plays. Very good reactions from the SPU side. ESB, they always have the right idea, but SPU, when it comes to the reactions, the way they adapt is just a lot better. And 11-6 to win 5 row there. ESB, they definitely have to call this time out. They've got to talk things through. Ooh.
Yeah, this is a crucial one here. So they're going to slink off that rifle. So it's going to be an all equal round here for ESB. So they're still looking like they might concede this round here to SPU, but it puts them very dangerously close to closing out the game here. Yeah. For SPU's side. So ESB better know what they're doing here. Well, they only got a couple seconds now, and they're going to have to commit to this plan. Now let's see. Is SPU going to try to hone in on that advantage here, or will ESB be able to cut them down?
Chamber has brought out the ultimate here. He's got the tour de force in his hands. Basically, another operator in his hands here. So he's holding down towards C, but the rest of SPU is kind of just walking, playing contact towards his A site. Can Pia hold this off? He's got the sheriff in his hands. Fade will throw out the haunt, and there it is. Magic finds one, an opening kill. They know exactly where Mojo is at. Magic finds the second as well. Fault line going to be coming through here, but no one is there to kind of assist. This should be, oh my goodness, is that an Odin in the hands of Changi?
Yeah, it is actually.
This man is confident.
Very, very confident. Kills. Bubbles! Whoa! Oh, wow. Double spray! That's going to eliminate them once and for all. Flawless round here from SPU. Did not even get a single trade in that hard eco. That's bad. That's really, really bad. They were at least hoping, you know, even though they will lose the site, at least get like a kill, a trade, something. Definitely. But, well, they're just gonna have to work with what they got. At least they are able to get full armor, so they have that going for them. But Magic again with that opener, Bubbles just catching them off guard, hands down.
To be able to pick up 1 is insane, but 2 is just a bonus as well. Somehow he made his way on towards that B side. He's just able to pick up 2 is insane. But nonetheless, match point now on the board, 12-6. They've got 6 here for ESB. Can they bring it back? Down in the dumps, but Brat has the operator in his hands. Can he find one?
Probe out, but Brad is in a very nice place. Just
making
the smoke clear, but no aggression coming in. Zehaha does not get kills there, but Magic and Bubbles do get the trades, and they do will it down. 3 for 3 right now. Omen still holding the fort. Now the rotate coming in. They're going to go for that B take. Pia gets 1 kill on the Bubbles. That's going to be crucial here for ESB. Can they actually catch out both the Omen and the Fade as well. Pia does not close that out. Still making it even Stevens for now. But still the spike is ticking and ticking and ticking away.
Yeah, definitely. Nightfall did spot 2 players out, and nice little cheeky smoke. It will allow Magic to kind of use it as cover, and it just destroys them. A 4K to hold things off.
Okay,
Incredible. A 13-6 victory there from SPU. That is going to be the end of that first map, but wow. It was looking very competitive, early on in that first half. Ended 6-6, but as soon as they got on towards the attacking side, City Batum University just mowed down ESB.
Just mowed them down. I mean, second half was not close. It was practically a wipeout here on the ESB side. So that's just very unfortunate. But I mean, credit as well to SPU. Like, even though that first half, they did lose out the momentum towards the end, but those crucial early bits of victories they managed to get there did show quite a bit of potential on their end. They were on a defensive side, mind you. They were on a defensive side, starting this one out. And once it got on the attacking side, it was no looking back at all here from SPU. So let's go ahead and have a look now at the highlights and straight to tell exactly how they pretty much broke it down there. But man, ESB, they had the game plan. They went on the attack for the first parts, but on defense, on what was supposedly their biggest strength, they dropped the ball.
Yeah, definitely. The highlights will just show it all here. It's just insane. I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of a Magic highlight reel. Basically, we're gonna be seeing Zihaha as well. He had the double showstopper, just insane stuff, and you're gonna see the aggression. PU, it's phenomenal gameplay.
Yeah, so now we have a look here on the highlights starting from that first half. I mean, things were looking pretty good, actually, all things considered for SPU, but ESB, even though they didn't quite start things off well in that first round, still managed to keep it together, got those 2 openers, and that seemed to be the game plan from them on, just hold all that momentum and try to nail down SPU, but SPU, again, Magic just carrying them, just getting those kills done there, just really put a wrench into ESB's works.
He had 2 back-to-back 1v2 clutches, and the last round itself he had a 4K to close it out, and you can just see this highlight reel. It's basically a lot of Magic, and that's exactly what they had in the SPU side.
Yeah, I mean, I hit as well, stepped up to the plate when Magic was down. ESB did manage to try to pick up the pace again once they lost out that lead, but just a little bit too late. I mean, they managed to even the odds when it came to that first half. And once we came into the second, I think that's where pretty much things kind of fell apart for ESB. I mean, here we see them in that second half in this part where, oh my god, yeah, again, Magic still pulling out magic tricks all around the map here. Changi with a double here, just really nailing things down here. SPU did not drop a single round here, and as a result, the ESB had no reply at all once the side swap happened, and pretty much that's all they wrote.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just looking at the rest of the squad, Magic, he did his thing, but okay.
自从闻翁见此学，此俗化为齐鲁家。
窗含西岭千秋雪，门泊东吴万里船。 家蜀江上，江水绿如蓝。此身何事诗人味？细雨骑驴入剑门。自古诗人立道蜀，好将新句出行囊。
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Guess who is a MVP? Magic need you. Of course it's going to be Magic. Only 28 kills, 7 deaths, and 5 assists, 2 first bloods, 2 clutches, and one heck of a play. SPU certainly can be proud of this performance here, isn't he, Feist?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this guy has just been playing lights out. 28-7 as an initiator is tough, you know, and this man is just a walking war machine. 2v1 situations back to back, he's able to win those out. He's able to get a 4K in that last round of the previous map. It was a 13-6 victory here, and you can see him towards the left side of the screen. 28-7. The rest of his team, 13 kills, 14 on Zihaha, Bubbles with 10, Changi with 11. So this man is just by far the most strongest player here in the server. We'll see whether or not he can bring that same performance out on towards the second map, which is going to be Breeze. But towards the right side here, We got Seer kind of slowly ramping up his kills, kind of slowly warming up in towards the server at the end of the first half. But as soon as they swap sides, SPU, they just won, 7 rounds in a row. Incredible stuff here from them. But, ESP side, 18 kills there for Seer, Mojo 11, 10 on Pia, Rizzy with 11 himself, and Brat as well. He had a bit of an unlucky game there for him. Every time he just keeps getting caught up, but he's got 9 kills here for himself. Not too shabby. Watching the way ESB play, they have it in them. They're smart with it, they're tactical, but it's just the aim. Not quite there.
The aim, the reaction times, the plays, really, I think is what SPU is shining in right now. They can certainly be proud in the esports department over there at SPU, because they certainly brought a lot of good talent out here to fold. I mean, when you got Thailand's pride on the line here, in this international tournament, you want to bring out your very best, and SPU certainly has it in droves. But let's not count out ESP quite yet. We still got at least one more map, maybe 2 maps to go here. They might still surprise us in the end here. We're going to be going into our second game with this best of 3 after all, but SPU already putting a very convincing first round. ESP has got a lot to match up here coming into their next map.
Yeah, they had quite a decent run. In that first map, it was they won the pistol round 2-0. After that, SPU kind of won 6 rounds in a row, and ESP was able to bring it back 4 rounds in a row. So it took a little bit of time for ESP to kind of adapt. But if ESP can kind of keep the ball rolling from the get-go, from the early rounds, then it should be a lot more competitive. But that's the thing, when it comes to the Thailand teams, after all these years, we know what Thailand is known for when it comes to FPS. It's their aim, it's their firepower, it's the aggression, and they are just showing it all here from the side of SPU. ESP, they've got to be prepared mentally for these aggressive plays, for these trap plays, and we saw that they were able to kind of adapt, but at the same time, you got to be able to make sure they hit their shots. This is an FPS game at the end of the day, and if you're not winning your gunfights, it's going to be tough here for you, especially against Thai players.
Yeah, so next map is going to be in Breeze. If we go to a map 3, it will be Pearl. This time around, SPU is going to be on the attacking side, so ESP is going to take defense in that first round. And this little change of scenery and change of pace here bode well for them. Still, Pia is going to lock in that Neon, seems to have that pretty confident using that. Didn't actually get a third highest kill, so hopefully we'll be able to continue to make good use of that. The Haha this time will be playing the Neon. On Breeze though, I think the Viper is looking like a good pick for either side here. Chagi is going to have that not quite locked in yet. Do have the Jet on Bubbles though. This is going to be interesting.
Such a different kind of play here. Last round we saw Bubbles playing Initiator, playing the lurking role, picking up kills across the map. This time around, just straight up in towards Jet. But both these two teams, they're hovering these double controller setup, so no sentinel at all. It's all locked in here for the side of the ESP side. Double initiators, double controllers, a single duelist here, which is going to be Pia. So I'm definitely excited to see how they will make things work. While towards the right side of the screen, double duelist, single initiator, and a double controller as well. Can they make this work? I like the fact that they've got the double controllers. That's what we're seeing a lot nowadays. For the Viper side, she's kind of the pseudo sentinel. She's kind of, yes, she has her walls, but she kind of also uses the walls for herself. She's got the snake bites as well to kind of delay these players, and the ultimate here, the Viper's pick, very, very important when it comes to either defending or attacking as well. Super useful to have in the bag. Nonetheless, we'll see how this one plays out here for SPU, because they've kind of changed roles quite a lot here across the board.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I really want to highlight here. It's like kind of switching things up a bit. I mean, we've got Magic's going to be playing the Sova this time around. It's going to be very interesting to see how he's going to be able to land the shots on that Sova. But also with Bubbles switching to the Jets, they're certainly going to be out very much going to be aggressive from the get-go. I mean, again, they are on the attacking side after all. But is it going to be a breeze or is it going to be a hailstorm? We'll see here as ESB is also raring to try to make up for that last round here. Let's see how they will will start it out. Recon Bolt sent out here by Mojo. Not going to be able to pick up much information yet. Viper already blocking things out.
And ESB kind of taking a play out of SPU's book, and they're pushing A main. They've got a lot of information. The rest of the squad here has to kind of hold things down as Bubbles, along with Zihaha, just take a mid control, being able to find the first kill on towards Brat. They're looking for more, gets the second as well. Seer and Mojo, though, however, does manage to find the kill, and they are coming in from the flank. And SPU, they noticed, so they plant towards the back of the site. Can they win it out? It is a 3-on-2 situation. Very open plant. They know exactly where these last two remaining players are coming from. Good shots there from Bubbles. The man, can he do it? And Magic, of course, just closes it out with ease.
Right out the bat on the Jet, getting the triple kill. Wow, I think we may be seeing Bubbles now starting to rise up from the cream here. Come the crop indeed, leading the kill count immediately after the pistol round. Already sending a message right now, I think, to ESB as we have a look at that replay here. First one done, second one as well. Even the smoke would not abate him from getting the kill into the Sova. And of course the third one here before Magic put in the finishing touch. So SPU yet again winning another opening pistol round.
Yeah, just incredible stuff. That's the thing. I think what they did was they kind of nerfed Bubbles last game by putting him on Cypher. His main agent is actually Jet.
I mean, to be fair, like when you play the Cypher, oh my goodness, already getting 2-3 down.
Lord.
See, haha. Very, very naughty. Very, very naughty.
That's the thing. When you've got the Neon on a rampage here on the loose, running across the map, you can't really do much about him. He had some assistance from Iris as well, so just very easy pickings there for him, and this should be a nice, easy plant here for SPU, while ESB trying to kind of make their way across the map, see whether or not they could find one or two kills for free.
Might be Viper versus Snowpa, but I think the Viper see it first. Yeah, look at the kill Mojo, Changi. Now just need to surround the last Viper there.
As well.
Brat will be the last one to get taken down. So another, as you said, easy one, easy breezy one here for SPU, as is expected after winning that pistol round in such a spectacular fashion. But well, now that we get to see that one more time. So Harriet getting one, the Zihaga getting the two, that pretty much cut them down. And it's pretty much just picking up scraps from that point on here for SPU. Now, ESB will have some cash in hand here to bring some firepower to bear. Will that be enough, though, to stop SPU in their tracks?
That is the question. ESB should definitely have the advantage here. You know, got rifles across the board. You're able to hit these one-shot headshots from long range with this Vandal. And now Brad, he's kind of a little bit of assistance. There is a little bit of initiation kind of being used towards his B site. SPU trying to kind of pull rotations towards B while Changi makes his way on towards that A site. But look at what's happening towards middle. Seer, Pia finding two as they cross, as they make their way towards that A site. Just getting shut down completely. And they are aware. Changi has information. They do manage to pick up a kill there. Not only one, but two towards middle. They even things out. They found out the player towards mid. But now a 1 versus 2 as Seer will be able to hold things down, picking up a triple to secure Brunei's first point here in this match.
Can Brunei rise up from the ashes here of map 1 and actually put a good stamp right down here in map number 2? This is getting very exciting now. ESB still looking like they will. They only got 3 rifles as I've seen so far. Can they get a 4th one out? I don't think the economy is quite good enough for that. SPU though is never going to be raring to try to make a reply for that round. They are, after all, looking to try to seal this one out, but still have a Bruneian combined team here to deal with. Bubbles getting aggressively into position here, trying to find someone around the corner. Doesn't quite pick out anyone quite yet. Zihan gets caught out by Brad around the side there. This may not look good here for SPU with an opening here. They do get a trade here from Bubbles, but can he find another one though? Can he actually lead the team in? No, does not watch the side. Mojo does pick up the kill. Spike will be down here, but Mojo is still winding around the corner. It's waiting for the headshot there. We'll pick that up, and a defuse on the way here from ESB. They will tie it up.
Incredible retake. Great defense there from Mojo alongside the Viper as well. I think it's Seer, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, the Viper Brat there. He was actually able to kind of hold things down, to kind of delay these plays. Being able to take down Zihaha, who's getting a little bit too aggressive. He did eventually get traded out, but the positioning from Mojo, he not only did he get one, but he picked up 2 players, and they just didn't expect him to be on towards that pillar, on towards that site at all. So instantly, just like that, SPU down in the dumps in terms of their economy, and they need to find something. ESB looking a lot more comfortable here on Breeze.
Finals economy. They know this guy is around the corner here. Chang's gonna back off there. Can he get a kill? No! He'll get taken down, but Changi does at least get a trade. Mojo still stuck around in B side, just waiting for someone to poke their head through, but Rizzy will get caught out by Ari with a pistol. Well, let's see where they're gonna turn it around. SPU, unfortunately, Magic is a little very low in health, cannot quite take point, but there's still plenty of health to go around here on the ESB side, so they do have a good position as far as defense is concerned. SPU now regrouping around the middle here. The Omen peeking out, trying to see if they can spot anything, but the Viper Wall is going to make it a bit hard for them to get any information at all. But I think ASB is set up for that pincer. The Sova does have ultimate on the ASB side. Will they use that to advantage, or will they be able to catch someone off guard? Magic leading the front here, carrying the spike. Not a lot of health in his agent right now. Coming through the smoke. Oh, the gun is positioned just right to catch anyone coming through. Bubbles comes out on top. Gets first one, take it down. 2 down here. It's here. Can he make it a triple here? Swings around the other side of the map here to try to control them off.
So well played.
So well played there from Seer. Now they just need to try to mop it up. One more Omen to go with the spike in hand.
Wow.
And now down he goes in the hands of Brat.
I mean, just well played there from the side of Seer. But props to his team though. Brat and Mojo, you know, they got aggressive towards B. They cleared out the information. They knew that it wasn't going to be a B hit. So Seer kind of just planted himself and anchored this A side. Not only to get one, he got the second and used the Omen smoke there against him and just teleported in towards there to get his booty out of there. So got to left and waited for the rest of the team to come in for the rotation. So insanely disciplined there from them. Flash will be able to find out, give the information that there are a couple of players lurking here towards his A main position. So already a little bit of movement from ESB, kind of rotating and making their way towards the middle to A side part of the map.
Trying to keep the defensive flexible here, but SPU looks like they're stacking up and they're going to go in hard. Bubble's going to be leading the way in. Rizzy's going to get caught out completely. Can he get a kill? No! Rizzy and Seer will be able to pick up kills instead. Magic will not be able to do much as well gets taken down by Rizzy. That's going to be a double, I think, here. As we still come around, Changi bringing out the ultimate here, trying to use the side of it to try to catch someone out. Does get one kill. Not enough to stop things though here. They are all spread on their side. Brad does get the kill onto the Omen. And unfortunately, Brad will get a second one to Changi to kill off that momentum.
What a play. They had the right idea though. You know, using the Viper's Pit, getting aggressive there, Changi. He was able to pick up one, but the 2 remaining players there was just a little bit too slippery to deal with, especially since Pia is on that Neon, just turning left, right, and center. It's very difficult to hit. But this initial shot from Rizzy to take down the Jet on the SPU side, just incredible plays. Oh, and the thing is, we saw the Omen, he even used his teleport to try to teleport towards that B side with the spike. It just did not work out. He got spammed through the Viper's Pit, and there was just no way for them to kind of make it work. Changi, though, finds the initial pick, takes down Seer, and that man is one of the top dogs when it comes to the defense here. And look at that Hunter's Fury going to be coming out. Pia finding one more with that Operator as well in his hands. A 3-on-4 situation on this A site.
Yeah, Bubble throws its ultimate out. Changi is still trying to find someone to pick around the corner here. Sky's going to only get a little bit of information there, but not enough. Not going to be pushing it in too aggressively yet, waiting for everyone else to get into position, but they know it's going to be hit or die. Magic still holding the bag. No! Gets picked off by Pia with a good up shot. Bubbles now trying to pick up some scraps here, but nice slide there from Pia to be able to pick up a third kill here. Good one there from Pia. Gets the defuse as well here from ESB. They are really putting the defense, putting the D in defense.
Yes, sir. Oh my word, Pia getting the initial pick towards the start of that round, getting the second there through the smoke as I think it was Changi who got scanned or something, but that last kill there to kind of just slide in with an op in his hands and hit that no scope or a quick scope. I'm not sure what happened there, but this man is just on a rampage. And right now, the team needs you, Magic. You know, he is down in the dumps. 1 kill, 5 deaths. Last game, he was kind of popping off. He was the MVP, and I think he just kind of... He needs an oil change or something.
Well, Virus is already being brought out very early on here, trying to stem down the SPU, but SPU is still going to try to push in. They do get a couple of kills, though. This could be good for them, but Bubbles gets into the perch here, planting now down onto B. ESB still regrouping. They're already down 2 men. Now the 3 will be making their way here. But it's not going to get picks it up again. It's coming from that last round here.
4-3 situation. Can they make this work? It looks like they're not really coming in hot. They are coming in together from that tunnel position, but time is of the essence. They've got to start moving now. Zihaha has a nice little angle here towards that cubby position and does take down Seer. Trade does come in, but they've got to start moving now. Yeah, he's out of there. Rizzy tried to set up his team in terms of a flash, but just not able to do so. Bomb is down. It has been exploded, and SPU finally win a round back. It's been ESB domination across the map, but Pia, when he's got that operator in his hands, oh my word, he just hits disgusting shots. Close range, long range. They've got to find a way to shut that op down.
Yeah, they have to shut down Pia, but let's not forget Seer has also been pulling his way to at least the early part of this, and now I think the ESB having the round advantage. We do not have the ults necessarily, though. Only the Neon and the Omen on the SPU side have theirs ready. I think there's still points to be yet to be gotten by the Sova, the Jet, as well as the Viper. Let's see what Brad is going to try to do. There's already 4 people stacked up here, waiting to try to make the B push, while the Viper is still going around the side, just trying to watch out for any flanking maneuvers coming at ESB. But ESB is just playing the waiting game right now. They know advantage is on their side. SPU has to nail this one here. Bubbles going ahead. It's going to be jumping in first, or is Mojo going to be able to scan them out immediately? Not quite, but Bubbles will still go in anyway. The walls throw up here. Bubbles gets in the position there, but Mojo, you read that exactly right. Got the spray right through the smoke. Seer will, Brad will be able to get another kill as well. Seer now just waiting around the wings here. Here's the footsteps. He sees the shot. Does not get the kill as Zihaha shuts him down. Art hit. Also picking up a kill as well. B side is quite under the control. They will be able to get a spike planted. 2v3 with the Omen quite low on the SPU side, but the Neon still has her ult.
Yeah, he's made his way into a very nice position there. Arit, he's good for 1, but the trade does come out. Neon up in his hands in a 1v2 situation. Up it out to Panda, but Zihaha coming in hot with the shots. Incredible round there. I feel like they had a very nice defensive setup there for ESB on towards that B side. Seer was towards the back of that B side. They were able to pick up the initial pick, but Seer, you know, he was kind of making lots of footsteps towards that back of side, and Zihaha was just able to kind of wait, hear it out, and pinpoint his position and get that free kill on towards Seer. But, you know, lesson has been learned. Mistakes can be made here, but, you know, they've got to kind of brush things up a little bit more. You've got to be a lot more sneaky, and oh, hold on a second, the teleport from the side of Seer. He's TP'd all the way to the spawn, and he picks up 2 kills. Pia, he's got the trigger fingers out, and he wants to use it here to his advantage. Picks up 1 here so far, just running across the map. And ESB, a flawless, aggressive round to take SPU down. Definitely caught them off guard.
It caught me off guard. I did not expect the teleport to come off from the Omen, but wow, that was a good play. Pincered them, immediately caught them with their hands in their pants, and well, that's going to be 1 for ESB here for sure, to allow them to keep that 2-point lead, a crucial one they will need here. we're getting dangerously close to that side switch. Defense seems to be ESB's strong suit, as has been noted in their previous tournament showings. Our hit still going to be peeking around the side there. Does at least eliminate a little. Zihaha almost gets good opportunity there. Does not quite land the hits needed and get the kill. Smoke comes up just in time here. They're still probing around, still fighting for that middle ground here, making sure they have their options open. But which direction are they going to try to pick here? They're going to push towards the A side. They do have the Sky and the Omen. On the B side, they got the Viper. Just waiting in the wings, just waiting to see what SBU is going to try to do. Rizzy is going to spot them coming in there. They're going to try to commit for the A side push. Omen's going to get surrounded, will not survive that fight. Viper's wall is going to be able to keep them covered right now. Zihaha goes in with the ult, but does not get enough. Only just the one kill into Mojo. Gets immediately traded out. Changyi's not coming around trying to get one, but does not kill the Viper on the other side. In fact, Brad gets the double onto both Changyi as well as Magic. And that should allow them to get the defuse.
Insane stuff. I mean, SPU, they had the right idea. You know, they were on a half buy, just upgraded pistols here and there. Managed to get at least 4 players down here on the side of ESB, but would have been great here for them to kind of win it out, to at least kind of make things a little bit more even. But this time around, that will allow ESB to kind of win out the half. Nonetheless, just insane stuff. Brad was very, very quiet in the previous game. You know, every single time he kept getting caught out by bubbles, getting picked as he's rotating on Lotus. But now Breeze, he's a lot more comfortable here, being able to trade his teammate, hitting those the necessary shots. And ESB up for now. Can they go 8-4 or will they bring it for 7-5? Good shot though from Pia.
Good shot, good crosshair placement. Zihaha will get a trade at least, but damage has been done. Yep, the second one there. And ESB is down another man, so well, they do have 3 rounds in their favor. It had been a one-man show when it came to SPU in the early part of the first map, but this has been a team effort so far for ESB, and they managed to get that lead. Rizzy will be able to pick off one there to at least even the odds. 3 for 3 now. Sorry, 3 versus 3 now between ESB and SPU. They do have control over the B side of the map. Should be able to take that without any pressure. But ESB now will be taking the long way around, it seems, to be able to get it rotated. Although we already have the Viper in position here to pick out any stragglers who decide to get a little overconfident. But it looks like SPU is playing very disciplined indeed. Just waiting for the response to come up from ESB's side. Brat now sets it up. Should be able to get that Omen right around the corner there, forces him to come out, only gets it traded out immediately. Zihaha is going to try to come in here, putting the pressure, rather just trying to hold position near the spike, waiting for anyone to try to come in near here. Good cover so far. The Omen smoke will definitely help as well. Now the Neon is quite low. The Sova still has Hunter's Fury, will not be using it, looks like, and Zihaha does get the kill there at least. 1-1. Now the Hunter's Fury is going to be coming out in full force here. Can he catch Omen? Not quite looking in the right direction there, unfortunately for Magic. But nevertheless, Spike does end up exploding, and SPU still picks up the round anyway.
So well played there from Zihaha, and Magic need you. They knew for a fact that Hunter's Fury was available. All they had to do was kind of run down the time. This was a nice initial shot there from the side of Pia, but Zihaha not only was able to pick up this kill, but he went in for seconds and got the kill on towards Pia himself. But at that last in that last round, you know, delaying and just not giving any free kills at all to the side of ESB definitely allowed SPU to win out that round. So they kind of just let the clock run down and use that Hunter's Fury to their advantage. But now the sides have been swapped. This is where SPU kind of just popped off last round. You know, it wasn't the best first half for them in Lotus, but as soon as the sides were swapped, things changed. Momentum shifted into their favor. We'll see whether or not they can keep that up here towards this game. But right now, ESB, they've made their way on towards this side, and they are looking very, very comfortable. They plan on staying.
The the wall of poison is just helping cover the approach there from ESB. We have the spike already down. Magic's just trying to find some stragglers.
Oh, what?
Does
Magic
get killed.
finds
Rizzy just cut away there. Ziha is going to try to come in here. Bubbles will anyway pick up the kill to Mojo. And things are already running thin here for ESB. The Omen gets picked off one last time. They will not get this opening round here. And, well, credit to you. Hold it. The SPU looking like the side switch, or rather this second half here, might just be their ticket to at least whittle down that 2-point lead.
Magic need you. He put himself in a pretty weird position, but somehow he was able to pick up a kill towards that cubby position. You know, he was the one that had the knife out. Just ended up winning out the kill there. So maybe a little bit of magic still left in his body here. Might be able to kind of just bring it back. But now, ESB, they brought out an Outlaw. They brought out some upgraded pistols here. And we're going to see whether or not they can hit the tag and bag. Oh, there we go. Does take down Bubbles towards mid door. Big pick there. Zihaha kind of wants to fight this one out, but oh my goodness, there's the tag and there's the bag there by Brat. They are slowly winning out the numbers here. Somehow.
Thin them out somehow. Stop the momentum. Alright, get the kill on the Brat as well. Spraying from a distance. It's just completely stop them in their tracks. Now, the SBU is going to try to wrap around the other side here. Oh, it's going to be Sky gets kicked down from the flank there. Things are already evened out, but ESB is still hurting really bad right now. Cornered, or rather, surrounded at the moment in the middle. No way out. But SBU is in no hurry to rush their way in. They just want to wait for them to peek out. Just wait for them to come out into the open. And Ira just picks one out. Gets traded immediately. The rotations coming in here. Sova on one end. The Viper on the other. They know the help is low. The plant will still come down from the A side. So they want to try to pressure them into making them move early on. But still, SBU still holding back a little bit. Now they're only starting to move in position. But Mojo with the Marshall. Getting another kill on the Marshall here. Changi just coming around here. Does not find here. Double Marshall, double trouble here.
Goodness. That is not what you want. ESB somehow, with the Outlaw in their hands, with a couple of upgraded weapons, they just make it work time and time again. You know, you see Bubbles die. You know, he gets taken out towards mid door, and you see Haha, you know, picks up the weapon for himself and wants to go for the peak there, and just ends up losing his life as well. So I think he is definitely kicking himself here in the foot. But nonetheless, big round there for ESB to kind of win it back. SPU, after winning at the pistol, you know, they've got to kind of just rethink their strategy here.
Yeah, rethink, re-strategize, refocus here. And no, they cannot afford to put a foot wrong. Bubbles covered by the Omen smoke, still has a shotgun in hand. Will not find blood this time yet. Perhaps may not even have heard the footsteps either. Now this Omen smoke will clear. Forcing the back out a little bit, just conceding that ground right now to ESB. Now they're rotating back. It looks like they did try to poke a little bit into B, but the Viper wall is making it hard for them to make that approach, so they decide to gather around and go for the A rush instead. 50 seconds left on the clock, so they are going to be piling down onto the Neon's position here. Now coming in. Let's see if the execute is going to be good here for him. PS coming around the corner, gets stunned out, does not get the kill here, unfortunately. Zihaha also gets taken down as well as Rizzy and Seer just putting them in their place.
30 seconds left.
And Changi just catching an off-guard Brat with the Bucky. Now has the lucky Marshall here. Can he make another good shot from a distance here? Well, unfortunately for SPU, they're going to have to pick up the pieces here, but Rizzy and Seer will put a good bow onto the round here. 3 points into the lead here. ESB looking good in map number 2.
Okay, 3-round lead. ESB. Just insane stuff from the top 3 players. Everyone kind of just chiming in with the kills, and with the utility usage is just insane. Mojo 6 assists. Even though he's got 6 kills of himself, the rest of the squad, though, look at this. Seer with 19, 13 on Brat as well. Just insane. These are the players that you need lighting up here from the side of ESB. They're definitely making it work. But this mid is just not the play here from the side of SPU, but they somehow hold. They are holding it down. Seer good for 1 kill. Can he find more? Can he make his way in towards the side? And yes, look at them go. The defense back and forth. The trades is just a massacre towards this B door. 2 versus 1. Rizzy walking in towards the smoke. Knife is out, and well, there it is. It's just, I don't know what happened. Everyone kind of just converged into that one position towards middle and just fought it out.
Everyone got together in the mid and bodies started hitting the floor, but Art hit those shots. There was 4 kills all together, starting from the spike carrier all the way down to the sky. Great defense here, actually, from SPU. So they're still showing that they're down, but they are not out. ESB still has to continue to extend this dominance here, or risk that SPU might be able to find a way to eke their way through the second half. So as they now set up again for that mid, still probing out this guy, trying to get as much information as he can as it comes right through. I don't think we got too much out of that, unfortunately, but they do have the ground. But SPU is just keeping the cards close to their chest. Now Omen still has a teleport. He's going to be able to pull another surprise here. I doubt so. At least at this point, it seems that SPU is playing a little bit more cautious. So he knows the Sova is on that corner. It's going to come up to the rafters. Just got to watch out. Around the corner, peeking at. Oh, an Art hit does get that hit done.
He's right aware. There. He can't be trying to do those informations, of course. Ooh, hold on a second. Changi gets taken out of about 70 HP. A little bit of a situation happening towards his B side, but while all that's happening, look at middle. Bubbles, he's got to be very careful as Brat is just around that corner. Brat does find the perfect time to go for the swing and opens up that A site. Zihaha, he's pushed all the way towards A main, and I'm not sure whether or not they know this. They have a little bit of an inkling. Yeah, they do scan A main. They look for something. Pia goes for the swing, and he's kind of just trying to clear it. But will Zihaha find the frag? Does he expect Pia to be in towards his corner? Yes, he spots him up, but Pia just hits the shot. Oh man, that will shut down the retake.
They knew exactly that plan coming in there for SPU, so now this left them 1 man down, 1 man less to try to get this retake here. And Spike ticking down here as Changi gets a kill onto Rizzy. Brat now takes a trade up, but fortunately Mojo with a Marshall again taking down Magic. It's less information, less chances now. Changi's going to do the right thing and pull way out. They will not be able to take it. ESB will get this round.
ESB. Very slow pace, very methodical.
Okay.
Consolation prize there for Changi.
Consolation prize. I was thinking it was going to be a little bit worse if Changi got a second one there, but thankfully the timer does run out in the nick of time. That's a lot of breathing room right now for ESB. Let's see the replay here.
Had the right idea. They played it very well. You know, the positioning was amazing, but the shots was just not hitting. Especially when you're Zihaha, when you're in that position, you've got to be able to win out those fights. But ESB, insanely smart. You know, they found bubbles as they were making their way on towards that A site, but they were looking for one more. They didn't know where that secondary A player was, so they had to clear A main, and definitely it was just the right play to be able to find Zihaha as well. So great stuff here from ESB, and again Pia finding another kill there towards middle. This man is just holding things down. It is an equal round here.
Yeah, it's all SPU. It's mostly Sheriffs on the side of SPU, so they're just really trying to trade out. Only managed to get just 1 kill, and still a lot of ultimates on the side of ESB, so they're still going to be hurting for firepower even if they do get the good guns out. That was a quick one from Pia indeed. Sussed 1 out. Sus 2, 3, 4. So quick there from Pia, just shutting them down completely. Now the SPU does have ultimates on the Sova, the Viper, as well as the Omen, so they aren't too outgunned considering. But with ESB already on the verge now, we're closing it out with 2 more rounds. Fear, time is not on SPU's side this time around.
And we'll see how this one works out. Pia already making his way on towards this B site. Got a nice scan, a little bit of damage being done here towards the wall, but the Viper's Pit also going to be used here to kind of assist them into securing match point, but we shall see how it works. Hunter's Fury going to be sent out here by Magic Need You. Does manage to tag one. Tags... No, only tags one.
Only tags one. See how gets killed. Trades all coming out around here. There's still Pia going around here. Dead gets taken down by Changyi. Seer just holding around the corner to hide, but the Hunter's Fury is still going to come out. They're going to try to pick up as much as they can. Seer does pick up Changyi while the Hunter's Fury is still out. Mojo picks up one. Or is that Ziha that actually picks up the kill? I think it was Ziha that picked up the kill anyway. Does get the triple as well as the defuse.
Wow.
And they live to fight another round here. SPU clutching it from the jaws. What seemed to be defeat.
Yeah, very well played there from SPU. They knew for a fact that the Hunter's Fury was available for the SB side, so they got in for a quick retake. They went for the tap, forced out the Hunter's Fury, and while the Hunter's Fury was actually going on, they were able to get it to half, get the defuse to half, and after that, they just had to get those last couple of kills, force them out, win out those fights, and well, they may be down, but they're not out just yet. Oh, the aggression here coming in from Zihaha. Pia did not expect it at all, but Brat was there ready and waiting. And look at this. They've pushed up main. No, they actually got the Omen teleport towards the spawn. And all of a sudden, a 4v2. The 2 remaining players on that A part of the map. Art hit. Using his TP, using the ultimate to make his way in towards spawn. And they pick up 3 players towards middle.
And the spike on the ground as well.
Ooh, hold on a
kill
second.
boot here, making it 2 for 2.
Hold
now they
on a
try to
second.
rush in. Hold it. Hold the phone. He will be able to take control again, leaving only the Viper of Changyi. And he's going to get scouted out immediately. They know exactly where he is, but he still takes out the spike carrier. It's still back on the ground here. Omen versus Viper is going to be 1-for-1. Ping for ping. Hit shot from Changyi will be able to clutch it out. SPU continuing to live it from the edge.
It was beautiful. It was horrific. And then back to beautiful there for SPU. My emotions were on a bit of a roller coaster there. This pick, the push, and the teleport there coming in from Omen, picking up 3 kills initially was great, but when it comes to Seer, you know, he is still available. He is still alive in that round, and he can just destroy you completely long range. No matter what range. And then, thank goodness for SPU, they were able to kind of clutch that one out in the end. ESB, they've got to start closing things out. They're 2 rounds away from winning out this map to pushing it to map 3. But now SPU slowly kind of adopting, kind of hitting their shots when it's crunch time. Can they continue to...
They continue to indeed. So ESB, you know, they were looking like they're on the verge of clasping this map here, but SPU, well, they had other ideas, and those ideas are shaping up to be some really entertaining fights ahead of us here. Viper Pit already out here for Changyi, trying to use it very defensively at this point. They want to try to pull all the stops they can here on SPU. Now, can ESB find an opening though? Its opening is all they need here. But where would they find it? They're all pinning a lot of hopes on B. Just waiting for that Viper Pit to run out, but the time is not quite on their side. 30 seconds still remaining. They have to execute. Now they try to single out the Sova right in the back line there, forcing the Viper to come out of her pit, and she is not going to be able to get the kills done there. They will be able to take control, forcing the rotate to come up SPU. Spike going to be planted. SPU gonna be rotating in from spawn. It's gonna be a very tight one indeed. Outnumbered 4-3. Let's see if SPU can pull another one out of the bag.
Zihaha does have the ultimate out available. Time is of the essence. They've got to start going in for the retake now. Brat has a very cheeky position here on towards side. Oh, the dash does come in here from Zihaha, but he's not going to be able to hit the shots. Multiple players that Art hit has to kind of focus on. And now a 1v3 as he gets taken out. Rizzy. Oh, Bubbles. Oh, no. Oh, in his hands. What can he really do in a position like this?
Oh, not quite much you could do there. Unfortunately, a win. And then on the way to match point here for ESB. They finally got it together. They finally found that opening here. SPU now up against the ropes. This could be it here for ESB. They just need to clutch this one round out.
Look at Seer, 27 and 14. This
Far
man,
cry, right, from like the last map.
Oh yeah, I mean we knew that he had it in him, you know, to be able to hit his shots, to be able to carry a team. And man, did he show up this game. You know, Pia did amazing as well. But right now, SPU backs against the wall. And they make it work. Nice little plays here coming in. Pia does manage to find one. The trigger finger is out. Incredibly strong here. Zihaha trying to find more here. It's just a chaos. It's a rampage here towards middle. Good for 2.
Yeah, 2 for 2 right now. And well, Pia is still going to try to stay aggressive even without. It's going to use sniper rifle attempt, trying to make that opening. We'll only find nothing but dust and echoes as it go through the middle. The Viper, watch out for that flank though. It's just trying to come around the side there. Will not be able to pick off. No, they're not even going to focus on her. Just go ahead and straight for that plant. Try to amp up that pressure here. ESB now on the verge of doing it. Spike is down. Changyi, last man standing here for SPU. Cannot clutch this one. It's going to be a map 3. ESB does get the shot done. Pia with the 4 kill. And that allows ESB to take us now to a game number 3.
Yeah, that's going to be Pearl, but ESB just insane. They knew for a fact SPU can get aggressive, and they kind of just used it against them. You know, they not only did they use that against them, they kind of adopted a little bit of SPU into them as well, and kind of got aggressive of their own, taking control of the whole map. So very, very smart. Shout out to Seer, you know, for going incredibly strong there on that second map. I think at the last round there, he was like 27 and 14. Incredible. But of course, Pia, when it came to the operator, when it came to the outlaw, the marshal in his hands, picking up kills time and time again at the start of the round, just will definitely help you out there. So ESB, they were down, but they are not out just yet, and we're going to be heading to Pearl. But man, what a map.
Finally we've seen Brunei like a phoenix rising up from the ashes here. What could have been a really bad state of affairs after a devastating second half of map number 1. Well, by the time they got to Breeze, it was easy peasy for them, or rather quite the team effort actually, now that I think about it. I mean, Seer certainly was the top of the pack as far as that was concerned, but let's not forget, like you said, with Pia, with the other teammates also pulling their weight in this one. They knew they had only one shot to make this into a game 3, and they nailed it down. So hopefully we'll be able to see that when we get into the highlights, but cannot wait to see. I mean, again, we're going to be going to a map number 3 here, folks, so this fight is not quite over. Thailand versus Brunei. They still have one chance here, and that chance is going to be coming in the next map. But for now, we're going to go ahead and see how ESB managed to do it this time to a Breeze.
Yeah, it was looking very good. You know, the SPU, they had the first 2 rounds looking very, very hot, you know, especially off of a win. They were looking super strong as a team, sticking together, hitting the shots that were important to hit, but I think they kind of took their foot off the pedal. You know, they instead of kind of just going in ham and keeping up the 100% performance, they decided to have a little bit of fun. It just kind of just bit them in the back. ESB, they lost that first game, and they were just on point. They were 100% in it to win it, and just did not stop. So if they're gonna take free kills, you know, get those free rounds, you know, they'll definitely take it out. And look at Pia, just insane, and no scope with that operator. as he's sliding in towards that site.
Yeah, as a fellow Bornean, like I definitely can feel proud that Brunei managed to pull this one out here. I mean, it was definitely a strong opening for them all throughout, and by the time they got to get to the side swap, it was already looking like they had a good bit of momentum, even though SPU still was able consistently to get those opening pistol rounds, but ESB, they managed to claw it back and still managed to get it all back in. See, Haha was really trying to pull his weight here. As with the rest of SPU, I think crucially, I think like the switching around of the roles here may have played a little bit of a factor, because they certainly didn't look like the SPU that we saw from map number 1. Now I do wonder, has it got to do with like their game plan as far as this map is concerned, or whether they were just really trying to have a different strategy involved here in trying to tackle ASB here. But whatever that plan was, did not end up the way that they were looking for at all. But we will find out exactly in map number 3 exactly who's going to be winning this one out. Is it going to be Thailand or is it Brunei? There's only 2 slots for the internationals here, and these 2 countries have a lot in line for them.
Yeah, definitely. The coach is going to have to talk it out, and they're going to have to bring out their best here in this final map. But that, of course, it's all going to be after the break. So we'll see you guys in a bit, and you make sure you guys take your rest. We'll be right back.
自从闻翁见此学，此俗化为齐鲁家。
窗含西岭千秋雪，奔波东吴万里船。吾家蜀江上，江水绿如蓝。此身何事诗人味？细雨骑驴入剑门。自古诗人立道蜀，好将新句出行囊。
And the MVP for map number 2 is Pia. KDA of 23, 16 deaths, and 7 assists. A comet score of 313. 5 first bloods. An incredible performance here, worthy of ESV's comeback map number 2, isn't it, Feist?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this man, 5 first bloods. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. You know, you're the duelist. You're getting first bloods across the map, and it's just making it work. Kind of just paving the road here for the rest of the team to kind of follow up with. And as he's getting those first bloods, as he's getting those kills, Seer is kind of backing him up with 27 kills of his own. 301 combat score. Brat there with 20. Rizzy on 12, and Mojo, he didn't really need to do much. You know, the rest of the squad is getting the kills. He's down there on 7, chilling and Krillin. But towards the SPU side, not this time though. Magic need you. He was popping off last game, but now 8 and 17. It's looking like a whole different.
I mean, again, swapping off to more of a supporting role. It's in all fairness here. I mean, Art Hit still was able to pull in the hit. Zihaha was also still able to pull the weight. But Bubbles, even though the switch to the Jet was surprising to see, especially after having played Cypher in that last round, but didn't quite work out the way the SPU wanted to. And unfortunately, they have conceded a map now to ESPU. And you know what that means? That means we're going to game number 3, folks. So buckle up, strap in, boys. We're going to be seeing a long one here. There's only 1 slot out of 2 that's on offer here for this side of the bracket. And Thailand as well as Brunei here are now going to be fighting to see who's going to be facing off against Vietnam tomorrow. And again, right now, it's down to the wire. It's going to be down to this one last map.
Yeah, it is definitely difficult here, but you know, a lot is on the line. The pressure is there. You know, this is the game that's kind of one of the things that's stopping you from taking having a chance at that 100,000 yuan prize pool. You know, 100,000 is a lot of money. You know, this is a big tournament, and you're not just playing in your own little country, in your own region. It's internationally. You're fighting up against, you know, there's teams from Singapore, there's teams from Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia. So you're kind of getting a little bit of experience yourself to kind of slowly make your way in towards that pro gaming career, you know. So this is the experience that you needed, and I think we got to shout out this tournament, Panda Cup. You know, just insane stuff. Great initiative. It gives these players the initiative and the experience as well. So incredible there for them. But now they've got to do the work. They've got to show up in the server, and they've got to hit those shots.
Hit those shots indeed. I mean, again, we're talking about the pride of Thailand's esports, or rather the collegiate esports here, because Sri Patum University has brought out like the best of the best talents they've brought out of the program. You know, ESB as well has enjoyed the support from the Brunei Esports Association. You've got a whole country's worth of experience as well as coaching, you know, to help out and to be able to build up these talents. But when push comes to shove, you know, you need to be able to execute it well. You need to be able to put in, like as you say, those shots. You need to be able to nail down those plays here, and those plays are making all of the difference right now in these best of 3s. So 1 map already in the hands of Thailand, 1 map now in the hands of Brunei. SPU versus ESB, only 1 more map to determine who's going to move on to the next phase of this battle.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is the thing that this is one of those games that turns boys to men, because it's the pressure. The pressure is there. Everything is on the line. Backs against the wall. If you can come out of this with a win, you know, that's definitely going to build you as not just a player, but as a person as well. So we'll see which of these teams can kind of go through this break and reset, regroup their mentality, and just get together as a team to kind of push through this barrier.
Yeah, so I suppose like pretty much the good news, I think, on both sides here is that they've already got a taste of each other. They already know kind of like what sort of like plays they can expect, can know already what kind of skill levels are already on display on either side of the aisle. Now, certainly there's been some fumbles here and there, but I think the executions that we're seeing, the shots they've been able to make, the reaction times has been nothing short of impressive. But now they have to put all of that learning together. They have already known what are the kind of like strategies and plans that have been come into play in those last two maps. But now they're going to be going to a new one. They're going to be going to Pearl this time around for map number 3. SPU is going to be on the attacking side, so that might be a bit of foreboding here because, again, they started on defense when they won out map number 1, but they cannot afford to make that same mistake now. They cannot underestimate these boys from Brunei here because they are here to win it.